Alright, let's get back to this. So last time I left off, I only spent 2 hours to daily life, so I'm assuming that it's gonna be deadly life in less than an hour through this. Because usually it's about 2.5 hours before the whole event stuff happens. At least from the other times when I did the other 2 chapters. So I don't know what to expect, but let's just go ahead.
Huh?
What happened? Weren't you gonna go to Nagito's room? I don't want to. Do I have to? He's not as annoying as before, but, you know, he's slowly getting better at not being annoying, so... Is this his room? Yes, it is. Alright, how are you doing, you sick son of a bitch? Huh? Mikan, how's Nagito doing? Same as usual. No, actually, he might be worse than yesterday.
This is bad.
Are you fucking serious? His pulse is extremely weak. He might slip into critical condition sometime today. Is he that sick? But as long as I'm his nurse, I will never let Nagito die. Ever. I do understand how you feel, but don't overexert yourself, okay? It's almost time to start the connection. We need to head over to the lobby. Got it. What was that was so short? Okay, turning right back around. Alright, it's blinking.
Now then.
Looks like they're already waiting. Let's hurry up. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to the others.
What's up?
Hello, how is it? Can you see my handsome face? Yeah, I can see you real clear. We're good on our end too. I totally see your broke ass faces. It might be best if I tell the others about Nagito's condition. Hey, are you the only one over there?
Nope.
We're all here except for Hiyoko. What happened to Hiyoko? It seems we all look like aberrant enemies in the eyes of that coward. She has locked herself in her room. She said from the other side of the door that she won't come out until the despair disease has been cured. She's even being cautious around the others in the motel, huh? Looks like they're also in a testy situation.
Hey.
So how about you? How are you guys doing? Yeah, about that. To tell you the truth, Nagito's actually in a serious danger. I already know he's seriously dangerous. Hello? Who is this? Isaiah? I already know he's seriously dangerous. No, not that. He's seriously wandering the border between life and death.
What?
What did you say?
However...
But is he going to be alright? Okay? Right? Nagito is gonna get better?
Hey!
First Nekomaru, then Nagito. That ain't funny at all. Well, for now, we really can't say.
Yes?
We really can't say. That's impossible. Moami, why are you on that side? Because it'd be dangerous if I got close to the hospital since I don't know what's going on there. You really are pissing me off. Like, why does a stupid stuffed animal need to be cautious about a disease?
You can't!
Please don't discriminate. That despair disease is horrible. It's a dangerous disease that can even destroy this island. Can I say how bad this trial? As long as you don't give any spoilers, you're good. Because this is my first time... Well, this is my second time playing this through the series, because I played the first game. But I don't know what... So technically I am going blind through the second one, because I got a whole new set of characters. So I don't know what's going to happen. So until we figure out how to deal with it, I will be on this side. Flip. Before I could respond to Monami, Fuyuhiko had cut the connection.
Don't fuck with
That
me!
shitty stuffed animal, she seriously pisses me off. I'm gonna go outside to cool off. Fuyuhiko practically spat those words before we went outside. All we can do now is wait. Just wait patiently until the situation improves and changes for the better. Also, hello, Kim. That's why we waited patiently. Because waiting patiently was the only thing we could do, we waited patiently. On a side note, why can't I relax when I'm in a hospital? I paced back and forth around the hospital lobby. Fuyuhiko entered and left the hospital many times, and time just kept passing.
trip executive. It is now. Please
Yeah,
reach
you
your
always
bell
say the same thing over and over. I don't have to let you say that over and over.
Damn it!
Feels like a lot of stuff got skipped over and now it's nighttime already. It's almost time for tonight's transmission.
Jeez.
We should go back to our colleges when that's done. It's fucking annoying to keep going back and forth though. But before we go back, can we check on Nagito one more time? Go for it. Leave this transition thing to me.
Jeez.
They're not gonna have a new clue anyway. I can handle this. Then I'll leave it to you. At least he's chill about it. Like, I know he's pissed off, but he's not taking it out on me like he normally would. The execution of this chapter is bad. The trial of the chapter is bad. Worst trial, worst execution of all of them. Ibuki? Whoa, Ibuki? What are you doing here? You need to be resting.
Yes.
To tell you the truth, I have been getting quite bored doing nothing but sleeping. Also, it would just trouble you if I slept all the time, so I was hoping I could help you with anything. But it's better if I am sleeping, correct? Yes. Yeah, just get some rest for now. It'd be a big help if you got better sooner.
Understood.
Yes, understood. That's kind of scary. I hope she gets better real soon. Alright, let's go check on... Mikan's too focused on caring for Nagito, she hasn't even noticed I entered the room. Has she been caring for him for this whole time? Hey, Mikan. Hey, Mikan. No matter how many times I talked to her, she's not responding. Her back was turned towards me as she was focused on Nagito. I peeked over her shoulder and said, Hey, Mikan, are you okay? You're probably the only one that likes Hyoko. Looks like you finally noticed. Please don't surprise me. I almost got wet. Wet? Did you come to check on Nagito? I just wanted to see how he's doing, but you look pretty tired too. Isn't it better if you get a little rest? I hope I'm not mistaken wait. That'd be really embarrassing. Are you by chance worried about me? Yeah, pretty much. Thank you very much. I'll remember this month until the day I die. I'm starting to get my energy back, so I'll get back to taking care of Nagito. I hope she understood what I said. She's working so hard, it'd be bad if I kept getting in her way. That's exactly how I felt, so I decided to just shut up and go back to the lobby.
Yo.
How's Nagito? I'm more worried about Mikan than Nagito. She looks like she's had no time to rest.
Damn it.
Nagito's probably not doing so well. What about you? Are you guys done with the transmission?
Jeez.
As I expected, we wrapped it up quickly, then we had nothing new to report. They're apparently trying to find a cure somehow, but that hasn't been any progress. So on both ends, it looks like we have no results.
Jeez.
Oh well, let's look forward to Mara. If you do her free time events, I don't know how to activate those events, because I've been trying to spend time with everyone, and I can't find any specific items to use for the free times to activate anything for them, because the vending machine only gives you so much, unless there's another vending machine that I don't know about. But no, she's my least favorite character. Oh, Fuyuhiko and her were in the same boat, but Fuyuhiko literally turned things around. There's a vending machine at the beach? I wish I'd known that. But Fuyuhiko got better after everything that's happened, and Hyoko, she's slowly changing. Not like, there's no big, massive changes. The only time I ever seen her be decent was with, I forgot her name, but the girl in the last trial that died. Miharu? I know it's something like that. Redhead. But she hasn't really been nice or anything to anyone else. Plus, the dude had to cut his stomach up. Teru Teru and Kazi is the worst. Teru Teru was a pervert. And Kazuichi, I don't know. He hasn't really been mean or anything. He's just been kind of the comic relief. Like, I can't really see him as a favorite or a dislike. Because so far, Hyoko's mouth has been getting us into some trouble with the other characters. My worries have piled so high that one side just wasn't enough. And the more I think about it, it's like I'm slowly being sucked deeper and deeper into the endless pit. I guess for today I should just go to sleep. It's best to not dwell too much on it. And not just that, first thing in the morning I need to go to the hospital again. I kept telling myself that as I sighed one last time and slowly closed my eyes. Huh? Out of the blue, a hazy scene began to take shape. From the depths of my consciousness, it slowly took its time, hazily. Like watercolor paint suspended in water. Slowly, hazily. Huh? Whoa, where are we? I know he's dreaming. There was a classroom from somewhere. A classroom that I've seen before, but I don't know where. I can hear voices, someone's talking. Did you hear? Isn't it amazing? Apparently he's been accepted into Hope's Peak Academy. But was he that exceptional? Those are noises. I'm dully staring at the window, pretending not to listen. I don't want to listen. But even if I don't want to listen, those noises leap into my ears. Huh? You don't know? Heh, know what? Apparently you don't have to be exceptional to get into Hope's Peak Academy. But it's an academy that recruits only exceptional students from around the world, right? I wanted to cover my ears. I wanted to run to a place I deserve to be. Not here. To a place where I can be more confident. Wow, I never knew that way was possible. So he's the same too? Obviously. I mean, he doesn't have any special talents that Hope's Peak Academy would be interested in. He's just a normal guy who can be found anywhere. While admiring the academy is free, but it must be tough for the parents who have to write the check. Leave me alone. I just want to become someone who's confident in myself. What is this anyway? Who are they talking about? Why can't I remember? Who am I? So maybe I don't have a ultimate.
Hey! Hey!
Did you know that talking about a personal failure is a good way to break the ice when meeting new people? So I'm going to tell you my story. Why world popularity is a symbol of power. That's why I decided to write a fake love letter to myself, so I could brag about it to the others. I was bragging about it to my friend, but unfortunately all I had was an envelope. When my friend wanted me to show him the unwritten letter, I was in a real bind. So I showed him a blank piece of paper that said this. This letter was written with special ink. Only those chosen by God can see it. When I said that, he was like, that love letter is brimming with passion. However, things started to look bad at that point. The other people around just started praising him because he thought he really could read the letter. That's when he started hogging everyone's attention as the divine messenger of God. And eventually, he was worshipped by society. Now he uses his followers to sell shady vases for a quick buck. Thanks to my big mouth, he became a multi-millionaire. How regretful. What an epic fail. That was my story of personal failure. What did you think? Is the ice broken? Want to buy this vase? It's a pretty high demand, but I'll give you... Okay, that was pointless. Huh? The morning, huh? But for some reason, my body's heavy. No, it's not just heavy, it's somewhat soft and really hot. She's gonna be on top of me again, isn't she? Wait a minute.
I can't believe it!
Not again. How and what? Oh, Ibuki broke my lock.
No, stop. You're tickling me.
Please get off. I don't want to die. This is not the way I want to die.
He caught again? Hurry up and move! I can't breathe!
Stop moving. Now I can finally relax.
If you want to sleep, turn over.
Wait. Huh?
Yeah, you did it again. Hazume's gone lip. Please get a hold of yourself. I thought you died from suffocation. Mikan, why are you here? Why are you here? The Monokuma Natsu hasn't aired yet. Now that you mention it. Whoa. I came here to wake you up, but it seems like I accidentally fell asleep. What kind of accident is that? But good news. You see, Nagito's condition has stabilized. Really? And I rushed over to let you guys know, but Fuyuhiko's room was locked, so... Oh yeah, my lock is broken. Thanks, Ibuki. Please hurry over. Nagito can probably be saved. Got it. I quickly got dressed and head over to the hospital. Although I did wonder why it was necessary to be pumped up for someone like Nagito. Oh well, it's best not to think about it. That's what I'm saying. Nagito is his patient. Please hurry and see how he's doing. Why do you... Well, are you coming with me? Oh, he's standing. Oh, he's... I don't know if that's good. He's kinda good and bad, because I mean he's not laying down, but his eyes say otherwise. Nagito, can you hear me? Hajime came by to see how you were doing. Huh? The twin Ibukis are singing. I see Ibuki must have been a twin duo. The Veronicas. Is he supposed to be cured?
Well,
It's not like he's completely cured. He was just able to recover from his critical condition. They were utilizing their characteristic as twins, and they've been taking turns appearing before me. Which means there are actually 17 people on this island. The Veronicas, that's the answer. For seeing this, it might have been better if he stayed quiet for... disease too. That wouldn't surprise me. She's definitely exhausted. Well, it's understandable. I mean, she fell asleep when she was supposed to come wake me up.
Man.
All done with Hajime. All alone with Hajime, huh? I can't stand being in the same room as you. Oh, he's saying the opposite. Don't worry, I'm leaving. You should focus on curing that crappy disease of yours. Yeah, hurry up and go away. I don't want to see your face anymore. Oh man, he wants me to stay. Oh well, sorry dude. Alright, the morning Monokuma Natsu should be starting soon. I should wait at the lobby for the transmission. Alright. Wait. Huh? The surveillance camera unit is blinking. That's weird. It's not transmission time yet. That's suspicious. We're supposed to call after the announcement. Alright, what's going on? Alright, even if it's just me, I should receive a transmission. Huh? Oh no, I don't like the looks of this. Upon first glance, I immediately knew it wasn't a normal video. A slowly swaying dim light is shining on the back curtains. It felt like some sort of ritual was about to begin. Is this light from a candle? And what was creepiest of all was the rope hanging from the ceiling. The end of the rope was tied in a loop, and beneath it, there was a stepladder. It was like a gallows. What is this? I didn't understand it at all. What's going on at the music venue? And that's when it happened. Huh? Wait, who is... That moment I saw a silhouette slowly entering the frame from side to side on the screen. Chills ran down my spine as if someone was dragging ice on me. A person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head. What the... As I raised my voice, I need to change this. The hospital gown slowly start moving. And began to climb the stepladder. Slowly and slowly, they took their time climbing it. I reached over the rope hanging from the ceiling. Are you kidding me? And at that moment... Huh? The street suddenly went pitch black, probably because the candle and the source of light had gone out. Hey! No matter what I saw, there was no response from the darkness on the other end of the monitor. What the heck is this? What's going on? What in the world's going on? It doesn't matter. I have to do something about this. I might be able to make it. I need to hurry over to the music venue. Alright, let's go. Good morning and...
Ahem. Good. Now then, let's show.
Okay, you said the same thing. Who cares? I need to go. Go, 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 go. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. No, I didn't want to look at the camera. Come on. There. Just go inside. Just go inside. But I completely forgot. Prayer means nothing on this island. Huh? It was Ibuki? No. What the fuck, dude? I was too late? What the hell is this? In the hot air inside the music venue, I couldn't myself from shouting. Hot air? Why is it so hot? What is this strange hot air inside the music venue? Now's not the time. Why isn't anybody coming? What is everyone doing? The body discovery announcement? There hasn't been an announcement yet. That's why nobody's noticed yet. I need to hurry and let the others know. Alright, let's go. They're not gonna accuse me of this, are they? Somebody get out of here! As soon as I arrived at the motel, I started shouting help as loud as I could. I was wondering who was making such an infernal racket, so what, is it you? Condom, something awful has happened.
What?
Don't tell me. Do you intend to spread the pathogenic bacteria so you could take us all down with you?
I won't let you!
If you want to pass, you must defeat me first. What happened? Is there a problem? Fighting is not allowed. It's worse than trouble. There's a body. Didn't you hear me? I found a body. A body was found.
Could it be?
I renounce
Could it be?
you!
Do you intend to spread lies like Nagito in order to confuse us all?
Hold it.
Hold on. Hajime, is that true? Of course it is. Isn't it obvious? Chiaki, have you seen Nagito's condition? Yes? This fiend just has the same symptoms as him.
But still.
There's no way we shouldn't check it out, because if Hajime is telling the truth, that means it happened again, right?
That's...
A killing?
Hey.
If that's true, we need to check it out. If that's the case, I will not stop you. Leave this place to me, and you fiends go on ahead. There's no need to worry, I'll catch up with you easily. That sounds like famous last words. Chucky, can you go? It's better if we hurry, right?
Hajime!
Why are you here? Perfect timing. Please help us, Hajime. Help us.
Hey, hey.
Someone's coming from over there. Hajime, check it. What are you guys doing here? Fuyuhiko, why are you here too?
No shit.
Isn't it obvious? I'm looking for Ibuki. Looking for Ibuki? I was planning to rest in the on-call room, but I wanted to check on everyone before I did that. And Ibuki's missing from the hospital all of a sudden. Huh?
Perhaps.
So what Hajime was saying earlier. Everyone, let's hurry. Hurry where? To the music venue. Don't ask, just follow. Is Ibuki going to be there? That's not... Okay, I'll keep that. I'm gonna... Noted. Right now, it doesn't matter. I probably should have ran the other way. Ah, jeez, dude. Come on. Really? It had to be Ibuki.
Damn it.
My wound hasn't completely healed yet. Don't make me run too much.
Hey.
Is Ibuki inside here? If that hanging body is really Ibuki. She had long hair. It had to be her. Why is it locked? That doesn't make sense. I mean, I was able to go through here just a few minutes ago. Why don't we try from the other entrance?
Nope.
This is the only entrance to the music thing. There isn't a window we can go through. I don't understand it myself, but if it won't open, the only thing we can do is force our way through. I wonder if that's even possible. The four of us, two girls, you know?
It's got nothing to do with
It doesn't
you.
matter if you can do it or not. We have to try.
Damn right.
Let's go. We'll all charge at the same time. Ready, set, go! The door moved. Maybe it'll open easily after all.
Yep.
Even with two girls. Alright, one more time. We got it. It was like a live performance that just ended. The moment of silence just before the audience break. What? What? Two? Dude, we just left. How is this even possible? There wasn't just a hanged body. There was also another body, a suspended body belonging to Kyoko.
A body has been discovered. Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin.
Oh no, is he actually playing it twice?
A body has been discovered. Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed.
Two body discovery announcements in a row. That means the hanged body with a hemp bag on its head. Hyoko's suspended body. Both of these bodies have been discovered at the same time. What is this? Hyoko, who the hell is the other one wearing the hemp bag?
Could it be?
Two victims? But when I was here earlier, I didn't see Hyoko's body. I only saw the hanged body over there. Not even 10 minutes passed, but still, why? What is this? Impossible, it's possible, impossible. It's impossible for killings to happen on this island.
Shut the hell up!
Shut up, idiot!
This is just...
We should lower that person wearing the handbag on the ground. Leaving it like that is just too sad.
Yes!
But what about the preserving the scene of the crime? Who fucking cares about that? There's a control panel on the button lining on the wings of the stage. You can lower the body with that. That one! Pika ran over to the wing of the stage and pressed the button in the control panel. The monorized eyes sound growing, started descending. When it descended enough for us to reach it, we all worked together to lower the body. Now I'm going to take off the hem bag, okay? Even though I expected it, I still didn't want to confront that reality. Under the hem bag, there was no denying the face I saw belonged to Ibuki. It's all my fault. If only I did a better job watching over Ibuki. You're wrong. It's not your fault, Mikan. No matter how we feel, the one at fault is...
What's the matter?
Feels like someone died in here or something. So you finally showed up, the root of all evil. How dare you call your big brother the root of all evil? I even went to the trouble of bringing everyone for you. Bringing everyone?
Ah! Are you kidding me?
What the hell's going on here? Ibuki and Hyoko?
What?
Two people have been killed?
What?
That's not all. I've also summoned the others who were at the hospital. The others?
This is troubling.
Looks like another serious incident occurred while I was unaware.
Damn it!
I can't believe it. They did such a horrible thing. Nagito, Kane, are you okay?
Huh?
Huh? Of course. What do you mean, of course?
No way!
Are you talking about the despair disease? Jeez, you guys, that stuff is totally over now. Over? Yeah, because I got bored. For a wow, okay. That sounds like lazy writing. And now that the killing has started, there's no need to keep that motive around anymore. That despair disease is gone now, so you don't have to worry about it no more.
What'd you say?
What the heck? That's impossible. How can you spread a disease and cure it so easily? Who cares about the itty-bitty details? What matters is that it's already been cured. So let's get back on the main topic and proceed as usual.
The Monokuma file! See ya later!
I'll be waiting at the class trial. Do your best to investigate.
This
We have to do
cannot
this
be.
again? We have no choice. Like last time, if this means one of us killed these two,
Let me tell you
then
this.
we cannot let this be. Why do we have to do this?
Damn it.
Thinking like that won't do anything. We have to do this.
Damn it.
If we don't do anything, we'll all be executed.
What do you
Abandoning your over-dependence and complaints this instant. Those have no place in this world. What about Nekomaru? What's gonna happen to him? Is he not going to participate this time? Is that even allowed? Nekomaru? Huh?
That's weird.
I'm crying. What happened to me? It looks like lingering after effects of the despair disease. It's something for you to worry about.
Hey.
Are you okay?
Yep.
Fortunately, it seems like I have nothing to worry about.
This is bad.
Since you had the liar disease, your after effects could be lies, maybe.
Leave it to me.
Please leave Nekomaru to me. Everyone must focus on the investigating, so I must do my very best.
Alrighty.
I'll definitely bring back Nekomaru with it and win everyone's trust. It seems we should leave Nekomaru to Monami. What about guarding this area? Do we still need it?
Damn it.
I'll stay. I still don't feel good yet. It's better if I stay here too, right? I should perform an autopsy again, right?
Damn right.
Then I'll leave that to you. Let's get started, so we can end this nightmare for good. We need to end this. We need to finish this once and for all. I know there's no way we can believe that one of us did this, but for those two sakes, we need to find the truth, and then we need to end this nightmare once and for all. Like, I've been putting up with this for a while.
Hey.
But why is it so damn hot in here? I hate being hot. It's because your clothes are so smothering. I seriously can't stand it. I'll let you guys investigate this place. Kazuichi left the music van under the cloud of grumbling complaints. But it really is hot. It's swirling hot. Why is it this hot? No, before that, I need to check the Monokuma file. There are two victims at this time, Ibuki and Hyoko. Ibuki caused the death was a crushed windpipe. As a result of choking, there are no other external injuries. Hyoko cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. It appears her death was instant. Is this it? I already knew the cause of death from the beginning, so this isn't going to be a useful clue. Even though they just gave it to me. It's strange. Why did the killer kill two people? Huh? I mean, the more people you kill, the more clues you'll leave, right? So I don't think it's really necessary to kill two people and take that kind of risk. I agree with that. Or was there a reason that they had to kill two people? A reason for killing two people? Regardless, something like this shouldn't be forgiven, so...
I'll definitely find out. I think.
Seriously, I really preferred if she had more confident sounding catchphrase. The shattered remains of the machine are spread all over the floor.
I see.
This appears to be the surveillance camera unit.
This too.
Kazuichi
will
put it
reveal
in the music
our
venue for
sounds.
communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this? Perhaps criminal is at play here? What do you mean?
Well,
Even if they know they are not being recorded, there is no way the killer would tolerate communicating a murder in front of a camera.
5.
So that's why they destroy the camera. Seems plausible enough. They hesitate to murder someone in front of a camera, and that's why the killer destroyed this? Then what was that thing I saw? That doesn't make sense. Ibuki had the handbag on her head and was hanging from the ceiling. But why did she have the handbag on her head? Wait, huh? That handbag, upon further inspection, there was a Monami decal on the fabric. It looks like this isn't just a normal bag. There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. The dull light in that video must have been coming from this candle. The candle this huge might be perfect for lighting, but they didn't need to bother using a candle. They could have just used normal stage lighting. Huh, they could have. I didn't think of that. Stepladder is tripped over on the side. There's blood on it, though. Wait, there's no blood on that one. This must have been a stepladder that Ibuki used in the video I saw. Isn't that a bloodstain?
See?
Look, there's a bloodstain on the left side of the stepladder. If I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries. If that's the case, it must be Hyoko's blood.
Yep.
That's the only thing I can think of. A bloodstain that probably belongs to Hyoko is on the left side of the stepladder. What does it mean? It means that this... I don't think it was the same stepladder. The color and everything matches, but there wasn't blood on the video. Ibuki's body lay on top of the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick, huh? Wait, what is this on Ibuki's feet? I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet are dirty. It's blood, right? But there shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki. If that's the case, this blood belongs to someone else. It has to be Hyoko.
Damn right.
Hey Hajime, can I talk to you for a sec? You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right? Yeah, at first I didn't know if it was Ibuki because of the handbag, though. But I knew right away she was dead since she was hanging from that rope.
Like,
Which means Ibuki must have died before Hyoko was tied up.
well,
That helps. There's no time of death written on the Monokuma file this time. So I wasn't really sure who died first. It's true, the esteemed time of death wasn't written on the Monokuma file, but I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. In that video, Ibuki was climbing the stepladder on her own, so right after that... Wait, hold on. If Ibuki climbed that stepladder and died right after, does that mean she committed suicide? No, that's impossible. Because even if Ibuki committed suicide, it doesn't explain Hyoko's death afterward. Two different deaths happened at the same time. There's no way that's a coincidence. I'm pretty sure she didn't hang herself. It's the rope that was tied to the baton lighting of the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with this rope and died. From what I could tell, it looks like the regular strength of rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact this music venue has a strong storage room, there shouldn't be any rope in there, which means it was obtained by the supermarket. Did the killer bring it from here? That means anybody could have obtained this rope, and it means it could be difficult to use as a clue. I wonder if that's true, huh? Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it?
hey!
Excuse me, Nikon, do you have a moment? What happened? There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right? Yes, she has no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself.
I see.
So Ibuki died by hanging herself. That was obviously the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but we all saw that she hanged herself. You're right. Yep, I got it. So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place. Geez, as usual, I have no idea what he's up to. I feel like it is a... Well, I mean, they gave it to me as a clue, so it has to be a clue. What else is there? Chiaki? You okay? With her arms crossed, a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was suddenly staring at the storage. Something drop on the floor there? Nothing dropped, it's just dirty. Dirty?
Hey, hey.
See, take a closer look at the floor.
See?
If you look closely, you're right. There's a smudge as if something was wiped off. Wait, isn't this something... Is that a bloodstain?
Yep.
Well, a bloodstain isn't strange. Hyoko's neck was slashed not far from there.
But still.
Rather, what is strange, why did the killer try to hide it? Hide it?
So...
If they weren't trying to hide it, then they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off. The reason the killer wiped out the bloodstain. As long as the body is nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off a bloodstain. So what was the killer trying to hide? Looks like the music venue AC unit. That's right, you might be able to adjust the hot air in the music venue with this. I should mess around with it a little like so. It's running as a heater over 86 degrees Fahrenheit? Now I know why it's so damn hot. I better turn the heater off right now. That should cool things off a little. There's a control panel on the weak side stage. It seems you can use it. Speaking of lighting, the video in the music venue I saw. had a dim candlelight evidence to it, but it didn't look like this lighting was used at all. Well, why didn't they use this lighting? Is there some reason they would have inconvenienced them? So you noticed it too, Fiend. Noticed? So you didn't notice? Those were eyes, just the little glass balls. Take a good look at the bat and lightning above your head. Have you noticed that aberrant item? Look at the bat and lightning? You mean that? There's something that looks like black paper stuck to the bats and lighting. So you finally noticed, but I can't really see it from there. I should lower the bat and lightning one more time, and
I can see it.
there is no need.
Go, my 4 dark devas of destruction.
Now is the time to take flight. Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of the 4 dark divas of destruction. The hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand and ran up the bat and lightning on the ceiling in a flash. Oh wow. It started running around a stuck slip of paper in rapid circles. The paper flustered down as it was definitely cut by Gundam. Did you see that? Behold the power of ultimate evil eye wielder. That was amazing. I've never seen a hamster do tricks.
How pitiful.
They're my 4 dark divas of the hamsters are merely their temporary form. So what's with that paper?
Fine.
It seems to be some kind of thick paper, though it does not have any special spells script on it.
It was close.
It appears it's nothing useful. No, that's not it. There's no doubt some kind of clue. I mean, the fact that it was stuck in a place like that, no matter how we think about it, it's too unnatural. Alright, what else? Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
Yep.
Hyoko's body is suspended against the pillar of the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar in duct tape, and she looked like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it, who did this? Caused those to slip throat. Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding, probably because the duct tape wrapped around it. Why is Hyoko's kimono like this? Her kimono is all disleveled. Also, her sash is tied in the front? Did the killer do this too? But when did the killer kill Hyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hyoko's body here. If that's the case, Hyoko was killed. It must have been during the time I was getting everyone before I came back here. But that was barely 10 minutes. Is it really possible for the killer killed Hyoko and taped her up in such a short amount of time? Even if it's possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so, because the killer must be someone who doesn't have the alibi during that time, right?
Hey!
Oh god. Do you have a minute? No, you're in the way.
Now.
I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with. Help?
Actually,
If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hyoko's kimono. So I was thinking she might be hiding something. Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you want me to search inside Hyoko's kimono.
huh?
That's exactly it.
Why?
Well, it would have been a problem if she were alive, but she's dead now, you know? Don't mess with me. Are you saying there's no problem with that now that she's dead? Fine, if you don't want to do it, I'll just have to ask someone else.
Hey!
Hey, Akane.
Yeah! Hey,
Well, there's something I want you to do for me. It looks like there's something inside Hyoko's kimono. Can you feel around for that?
what?
I don't really understand, but I gotta check Hyoko's kimono, right?
Thanks.
Thank you, Akane. Helping each other is such a wonderful thing.
Now then.
Let's see. Reached the duct tape binding Hyoko. She stuck her hand inside the kimono.
Weird.
She's tied up so tight I can really reach with my hand. Oh wait, hold on.
Yo.
There's something. Is this what you were looking for? Is this a key?
Perhaps.
It looks different than the keys of the cottage, so this may be the key to her motel room. The key to her motel, huh?
But
If her key was so deep inside her kimono, that'd be hard to remove. And it's very unlikely that the killer tampered with the evidence.
isn't that right?
Because if this is a trap, they would have put it more toward the front of her kimono so we notice it easier. Which means we can conclude this is something Hyoko had with her all along.
Hey,
It's not like I'm adding to that or anything, but you look like you were curious about the condition of Hyoko's body, right? That's why I'm investigating. It's true, there are several mysteries regarding her body.
Well,
Just hear me out for a second. Out of all those mysteries, what I think is the strangest is
see?
the way they wrapped her body with that duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on the Kyoko's neck, don't you think? Hide the wound on her neck? I don't really know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compress, right? If her body was left alone after her throat was slit, the surrounding area would be a sea of blood. Sea of blood, huh? 2 dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anyone faint. Is that it? There's a black curtain hanging far on the side of the stage. This curtain, it's not wide enough. It can't reach from one edge of the stage to the other.
Huh?
It's not really a full-length curtain. This curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit properly. It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. See? The back of the curtain is taped for temporary use. It's just like the curtain at the supermarket. So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring that curtain from the supermarket? If they went that far, this is probably something the killer really needed for this crime. Why do they need it? Who knows? Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answers came easy. Alright, I think that's it. Did I already do this? Oh, I already did that. Okay. So sorry, Ibuki. You, Pico, and freaking Gundam are my favorite characters. I was really hoping I didn't end up losing you two. Stuff only looks like it's might as well investigate here. Okay, did you come here and investigate the storage room too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Oh, I put auto on. My bad. Okay, here we go. Is that it, or is he trying to stand guard here?
Hey.
So how about it? Did you find any clues? A tipped over stepladder on the stage with duct tape binding Hyoka. That probably all came from this storage room. There might be other things from this storage room that you used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end, you're just going to be the one on the killer's side, right? Aw, I'm not siding with the killer, you know? I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it. That's the main reason why this case is really special, huh?
Man.
But I can't say for certain, though. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense.
Hajime.
By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened.
Right?
Hey, if you can explain to me the detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. You might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the truth, you just want to make us suffer.
How mean.
That's not true. I'm doing this just because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's help, I'd gladly become the enemy, and I won't even mind when I die.
Damn it.
That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time. Huh? What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not gonna tell me, huh? Then I can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings?
Hey.
You should come by later, too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously the movie theater. Alright. Why sudden interest in the movie theater? Alright, what do we got in here? Oh, I think I see a clue. That ripped piece that we found? This thick black paper was founded on the lower shelf. It looked like wrapping. There are a lot of stickers pasted all over in front of the side of the wallpaper. And this edge of the wallpaper looked like a little torn, but what does this mean? It matches with the torn piece that Gundam got for us. There's a lot of stickers with the venue logo placed on here. It's like they put a bunch of them that have too many left over. It feels like so depressing. Compared to last time, it feels like there are less stickers than before. Am I overthinking things? You can see your whole body in this full-length mirror. It's probably used for checking costumes. With a mirror this big, it'd be easy to check out how you look. I'm guessing that everything's important in this firm. I guess you goes back to music. Yeah. Okay. I guess we just talk to everyone then?
Damn right.
Yeah, Jermaine, take a look at this. What is it?
Huh?
Look. What's in front of the door? This is a drumstick, right? And it looks like it's broken. What happened to it?
Like,
Something like that is in front of the door. You think it might be a really big clue? Why would this be a clue?
hey,
Remember when we came to the music venue? It won't open. The only thing we can do is force our way through. It doesn't matter if you can do it or not. We have to try. So the door was locked when we tried to go inside, and the four of us charged it in the door. When I examined it, I found out that this door doesn't have a lock at all. Huh. The door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle. If a stick was used to bar the door here, don't you think it could lock the door and keep it from opening? You mean you think this drumstick was used to lock the door? The broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door should be proof of that. Then how was the killer able to get out? Huh? I mean, the music venue doesn't even have windows. This door is the only entrance. If they locked the door from the inside, the killer wouldn't be able to escape outside.
like,
Maybe. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, and they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us?
I get it.
You know, don't they use tricks like that a lot in mystery dramas and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere.
Damn it.
Alright, I'm definitely gonna find it. I won't let the killer get away with this. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door in the music venue, huh? Like he said, that might be possible,
I've
but
listened to the whole story.
I've heard what you two were discussing. Chiaki, that was kind of a cool entrance.
Well,
Besides the broken drumstick, I also discovered something interesting. What is it?
see?
Looks like there's a weird glob on where the right and left door touch, see? Right, what is this? It looks too firm to think it's rubber.
Yep.
I don't think it looks like rubber, but as she said that, Chucky bent down, scraped off this glob with her finger. Did you... Girl? Why are you putting it in your mouth? It smells like workshop chemicals. Workshop? It's chewiness. This thing may be a glob now, but that doesn't mean it was a glob from the start. For instance, it was originally a liquid that hardened into this. It might be possible to apply it directly and smoothly in the gaps of the door. What are you talking about? Glue? Just as I thought, it tastes nasty. Jackie spat the glob out of her mouth, left the area. Besides that bit of a taste, it's okay to consider some kind of clue, right? I don't want to pick that up. She just had it in her mouth. I'm pretty sure that was glue, so that means they just... Alright, let's ask her on. Are you okay now? Are you still not feeling well? I don't really get it, but when I think about Nekomaru, it's like my knees start shaking. That's weird. There's no way. I got that kind of weakness. It'd probably go away if I battle a strong dude, but Nekomaru's not here. Nekomaru will definitely come back. You're right. Whoops, I didn't mean to go in there. I did talk to Gundam because he was the one that found the thing. Alright, let's try with Sonya.
Something like this.
It has happened once again. Two of my cherished friends died at the same time. Cannot believe it.
How cruel.
This is the place where Ibuki sang for Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko looked like she was having so much fun listening to her music. And now those two are no longer here. Such a tragedy. I understand how you feel, but please get a hold of yourself. Two of our friends were killed. That's all the more reason why we can't just leave this alone, right?
So just as
We must do this for them, for the sake of those of the two who have fallen. When did you realize Ibuki was missing? After leaving Nagito's room, I went to the on-call room, and that's when it came to me that I should go check on how everyone in the hospital is doing one more time before I go to sleep. Hick. And so I went to the patient's room and noticed that Ibuki was gone. So I quickly ran out of the hospital. So that's what happened. And then I saw Fuyuhiko in front of the hospital, so I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki. That reminds me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby. That's a long story. It's not like I doubt you or anything. There's no way I doubt you, because we've been together since this morning. You're right, we were together until you went to the on-call room. We were together until just a little before the morning. So I doubt you. I don't doubt you. I'm telling the truth. Is it alright if we continue with my autopsy? If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I want to know. Spare my life at least. What happened to not doubting me? But I still need to talk to Mikan. Alright, so I just talk to her again. How about it, Mikan? Have you found anything out by now? To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive. It's not my fault. This music venue is just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death. Because of the heat? Is that possible? If a body is overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine the precise time of death. That might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death using the heater and make it inside the music venue hot. But that's weird.
What?
Even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death? I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murders occurred. First was Ibuki and then Kyoko. And as long as this is an imitation murder... Wait, what? There shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murder. Imitation murder?
Huh?
You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew.
See?
It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or a film, as an outline for their killings. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you should start getting annoyed by it. How would an imitation murder be related to the murder? Based on the killing order, the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie. That movie? The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed two people. The goal was an imitation murder. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that?
Do you have a minute?
If this was really an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed?
Too must be
It's
the
certainly
will of causality.
conceivable if the killer wishes to complete the imitation. Hold on a second. Why are you talking about an imitation murder? One more person might have been killed? Are you guys worried that there's going to be another victim? Then no worries. Things will get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people just could get killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I prepared a perfect countermeasure. On this killing skill trip, the same Blackie can only kill a maximum of 2 people. You mean you added another rule?
Yep.
Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the Blackie wouldn't be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If this is the maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings? Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm this for the class trial rules. As expected of you, you're very strict about games.
Perhaps.
I don't want to consider this possibility at all, and I don't want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers? Eh? Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Kyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean that 2 killers exist at the same time. But can we vote for one person, right?
I am concerned.
If we can only choose one based on a majority vote, the other person could certainly achieve victory.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2? Or if 4 incidents overlap one another?
Silence.
Shut up! It's okay. I'll make just sure something like that never happens.
Okay.
Meaning 2 killers can't exist at the same time, so it's safe to say this applies to this case too, right?
Wow.
Alright, fine, that's right. There's always one killer at any given time. Even if they have accomplice, I had you figure out who the mastermind is. Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave. So there's no possibility of two killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little.
Yep.
Fine.
Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people,
Face your
it means a third victim would
powerlessness.
be impossible. Imitation murder, murder breakthrough. You guys keep saying it and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation? You haven't seen it? Seen it? Seriously, see what?
Oh.
Like I said, that motive.
Oh my.
When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets. Then the imitation is...
Good instinct.
It's an imitation of that movie.
Well,
Based on the murders this time, it was closely resembled that movie, as if they were copying it. Nagito mentioned something about that. Yeah, are we gonna go watch a movie with him?
you.
It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts. Looks like I need to do that. Where do you intend to go? Probably the hospital for sure. The first Ibuki was there. I don't know what's going on at the hospital in the first place.
You are right.
Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time. For clues related to Yoko's death, I should try going into a motel. Alright, so I guess we're gonna go see the movie first?
Hello there.
I knew you'd come. That means you noticed it too, right? The case this time is an imitation case in which the killer used that motive in the theme. I wouldn't know. I haven't watched the movie yet.
I see.
Then you really should watch the movie first.
Did you call me? What?
Hajame's the customer? Do you have a problem with that?
What are you gonna do?
Well, you said you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's what Tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're really a tough guy. You were so devoted to being Tsundere, you even bought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million.
Huh?
You paid $1.5 million for a sticker? It's nothing.
Listen up!
In exchange for watching the movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you go show it to Nagito? Stop it! No resistance is vain, and Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker. It's this one. I'm sorry, I was born stupid. You bought this for $1.5 million? But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie. Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me the invitation ticket.
Here!
Okay, here you go. It already says so in the invitation, but it's only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give away 1 ticket per person. You can only have 1 chance to watch it for free. I've already set today's date on the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat. Don't worry, I only plan to watch it once.
Look forward to it!
And I'll go prefer the projector wheel.
Hey,
I strongly recommend you keep that safe, huh? Why? No reason, just think of it as a protective charm. That's my alibi. I guess I should just wait until Monaco finishes preparations. I feel like someone's gonna accuse me, and my alibi is the ticket because I didn't see the movie yet. Hold on, I'm still in the middle of preparing. Don't rush, don't
Are
rush.
you sure?
Tasty Boys gets hated, you know? It might even get hated by boy bears too, you know?
impossible.
Can't believe you bought that thing. You paid $1.5 million for it too. But even you said you should have just settled with the money to get out of seeing that movie. You're right, but that means I would have had to buy that thing, you know? Just leave me alone. Can I go in yet?
No! Are you sure?
Okay, fine. I'll go check out the other thing.
I don't
Wait, you came all this way to not watch it? Yusunari knows no limits. I just tried to leave and he stopped me. It's just like me to make Hajime so prickly. I might be hiding in the past where I was once known as the mascot. You definitely weren't called for that.
Hey!
It's about time you show your Dure side, you know? Come on, liven yourself up a little. So wait for a bit, okay? What do you want me to wait for? You came all this way? Oh, that's the exit.
Hey!
You can't...
So...
I can't go watch the movie. I can't leave this place. What do you want me to do? If it's not ready, I'll come back when it's ready. I don't know if this thing's supposed to grow or not. Let's get you one more gift. Sandwiches, drinks, I don't think it pertains to thing. The item should be on top of the counter. The one that looks like a tote bag of the hemp cloth. Did it catch your eye? It's an all-purpose tote bag useful for a variety of common tasks. It's a limited item, only one person can have it. If the tote bag is gone, that means...
What's this?
Whoa there, were you interested in buying that tote bag?
Too bad.
Well, that's just too bad. It's already sold out. Who'd you sell it to?
You're so
Stupid. There's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that revealed who the killer is. So the killer bought it. Ah! There you go. I remember you said that there was only one because it's a limited item, right? It's not limited to one. It's more like it's limited to one person. What's the difference?
Hey!
When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. Wait, oh, now then I should forget when I carelessly made a slip of the tongue.
Now then.
Okay, he's done.
Can't wait! I can't wait!
Alright. Let's go watch it. I apologize for keeping you waiting. World famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced America audiences to tears. The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D will be screening shortly. From the title alone, I had a bad feeling about this 2.5D. That sounds so half-assed.
Now then, please relax and enjoy the film.
Is it just gonna be pictures? The Wizard of Monomi.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates.
I feel like I should just put this in autoplay since there's a voice singing it. Or reading it, not singing it. Huh?
One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise.
Okay.
And was whisked away to Monomi's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard, Monomi, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends.
Don't tell me it's us.
Monokuma met a Monomi scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide, the Monomi scarecrow hanged herself and died.
What?
He also met a Monomi lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows.
Yikes.
He also met a Monomi tin man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron.
Wait. How did he...
After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monomi, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monomi. And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her. With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury. And he lived happily ever after. The end.
I understand the hanging part, but wait. But she... Movies are the best. That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues, one for each head.
So,
Let's meet again at the class trial. I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I could say to describe the situation. How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it even okay to call that a movie? Thanks to that movie, now you know, right? Yeah. Just like he said, the characters who were killed in the movie matched the victims in this case. It didn't make sense for the throat slitting because the one bound to the tree was he only bound to the thing. But I don't see any arrows or anything on her. Well, we obviously couldn't do that, right?
But
It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now, or? I'm not sure if that's even true. Okay, that's it. Alright, so now we're gonna check the hotel. I never went inside any of the rooms. Plus, I don't even know where Hyoko's room is.
So
You're here, right? Come on out. Are you talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think that you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Which room was Hyoko staying in?
listen well.
Open the door. Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers?
damn right.
Hey, Hajime, can you explain it to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It was at the same time when I found it with you guys. It was the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hating. Oh, I have autoplay on. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at the motel, and we were about to go to the music venue. He met up with Mikan and me. And when we got back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason.
I see.
So we had no choice but to break down the door and discover Hyoko's body was suddenly there too. Yeah, that's what happened. This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? As I recall... Didn't you hear me? A body was found. Body? Could it be? Do you intend to spread lies like Nagito? Besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and Monami.
I see.
So Kazuichi and Sonya didn't appear, huh? Do you think those 2 are suspicious?
Like,
Well, Hyoko was killed between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously those 2 are the most suspicious since they weren't with us. That might be it, but while we're at it, let me tell you my alibi too. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikan panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what's going on. She said Ibuki disappeared. So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki?
well, yeah.
While we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys right there. Did you see anyone else while you circled the island?
Well,
No, we went to the movie theater and that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mika and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hyoko and wrapped her around the pillar like duct tape. It's true, I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But the fact that Hyoko was killed when we discovered her body.
Huh?
You still doubt me?
Jeez.
Well, I'm used to it. It's true I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry, even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in a concrete. I want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that. Alright, let's go. So Hyoko is staying here. She only stayed here a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but I feel a little conflicted.
Oh my.
Did the door open? Yeah, Hyoko put a key in her kimono, so I used that to open it. I see. What, did something happen? No, it's just... I'm starting to believe it might be my fault. Her fault. What is that shit? Wait, what? The moment Hyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right? However, her fear of the disease was not only the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason. Besides that disease, what was the other reason would make her lock herself in her room?
Perhaps.
Her kimono. Her kimono? Yesterday I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was not locked at the time. And then I saw it. What? Hyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. I did not want to smell bad. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she could not tie her sash alone. Mahiru is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. Oh, so that's why it was the other way. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh?
You are right.
The others might have thought of it. It was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru. That Mahiru kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I cannot really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What did you say?
Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue?
Shoot. So that's how she got over there.
If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
And that was when she kicked me out.
It cannot be.
Could it be Hyoko and remembered that? Are you saying she went from the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hyoko locked her room and made sure she didn't put the room key inside her. Made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Did you tell anyone about that before the incident, or was someone listening in our conversation? I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe anyone was listening. Nobody knew? If that's the case, how did the killer know Hyoko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong. That helps, though. So that means she wasn't abducted. She went there by her own free will. There's no way anyone can use this. I found something, though.
No.
Thanks, why was Sonia in here? Did we go in together? Alright, now we just gotta check the hospital. Actually, guys, I will be right back. And then we'll do the last hospital thing, and I think we're just gonna hop into the trial immediately. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Wait, do I still have the thing off? There we go. Hey, you prepared that surveillance camera unit, right?
Hey, hey!
Yeah, so I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Didn't you get this from that shady-looking alley where all those machines were lined up?
Right!
Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Then, if there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too?
Man.
No, that's impossible. Originally, the surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. Video that was filmed in the hospital camera can only be viewed from the hospital monitor. Video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor.
Hey!
But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit messages its broadcast based on this specific number. So even if you bring the same model camera and monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning, even if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be possible to broadcast with it.
Huh?
However, I didn't swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't be able to use it. You're right. You did that. You did work on that.
Well,
I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though it's only been a really few days. Okay, let's go check. Wait, the lobby? There's a surveillance camera unit on top of the reception.
Hajime.
There's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with the Kiss camera?
That's right!
Oh, I wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera user could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey, hey.
Tell me, Hajime. Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging in there, like there is now. But the whole display was pretty dark because they were using candlelight. There was rope hanging on the ceiling, and beneath that there was a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know it must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder without any hesitation. She climbed that stepladder on her own free will, and they grabbed that rope, and that's all I saw. The candlelit had been snuffed out and or something because the screen went black all of a sudden, and it wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Man.
Well, if the candlelit goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things can still show up even in the dark. But the one I got from the machine alley was a really old model. Hold on.
Well,
At the time, you said you didn't know the person wearing the handbag was Ibuki, right? Yeah. You didn't know it was her? But you saw she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music van to try and stop her? But I didn't make it in time.
Hey!
Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? Ibuki committed suicide? What do you think, Chiaki? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed a stepladder on her own, right? Yeah, there's no doubt. If so...
You...
Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't, just be honest about it. Well, of course she doesn't. There's no way we'd be able to figure that out so easily. I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading over there. What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden. Why was she back to the conference room all of a sudden? Did she seem a little upset? Alright, let's go look.
now then.
I'm finally getting back to my normal self. Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win. No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She'd beat me up if I said that out loud. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey, hey!
Well, I've been sick and hurt before, so I had no idea, but... Hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well be wearing one. Don't tell me you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looked like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. There weren't any gowns?
Yo!
Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I had no choice, and I should just use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'll probably be able to fit in it. Hold on, what happened to the gown you were wearing? Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross. Wearing clothes someone else was wearing is even grosser.
Like,
No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikan back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta go. Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on her guard duty was a bad idea. I think that was Akane's room, right? Okay. Alright, let's go upstairs then. What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Where's the switch?
Hey.
Don't turn it on. Huh? Chiaki, are you there?
Because
If you turn on the lights, it's gonna be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing. What's fully exposed?
Hey.
Hajime? If you poke out your eyes, you can turn the... If you poke out your eyes, you can turn the light on. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out? I'm not gonna poke out my eyes.
Aww.
Bummer. Troll fail. No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. Wait a minute. They staged it? And I saw Chiaki finish opening the curtain that was covering the window.
Hey, hey.
Were you surprised? Surprised, I don't get it.
Well,
I got it. Got what?
see?
The curtains in this conference room are designed to completely block out light. There's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about light shining through.
See?
See? The black curtain that blocks light, it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. A black light blocking curtain, and that's why it was so dark. So is something wrong with it? I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yeah, she's upset. But still, what was it all about? That bit about being embarrassed if I look in the troll fail?
Nope.
I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. I should move to a different place. Oh, we're done.
Hello! How's everybody doing? The class trial's gonna start, you know. So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP. I'll see you soon.
It's already time? So this again. I need to go to that place again. But now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hiyoko became victims in order to find the truth. The only thing I could do is go. Alright. I didn't even know there was a button to just bring you over quickly. I accidentally clicked it and found it.
well
Is everybody here? You guys want to go to the class trial?
Wait!
Hold it right there.
Monami
What?
is such
Don't get
a
in my
dumb
way.
child.
You're short with few brain cells. My brain works just fine.
Hey, hey!
What did you do to Nakamura? I see. So you come to avenge him.
That's...
Avenge? That sounds like he died. Sounds like you say, oops.
Anyway,
Since Nakamura is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent.
bye-bye.
Now then, I gotta go first.
I won't let you.
Hey, hey!
Did you hear what he said?
Huh?
Don't worry about it. There's no way Nakamura is dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
Of course he's not dead. There's no way. Not in a million years.
Well,
It's best that we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nakamura will die. Why are you so excited about that?
how about it?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail. What are you saying, Fiend? You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Then let's go.
I'm gonna do it!
Yeah, you're right. I think I know who might have done it. But I don't understand the reason. I noticed their lined up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller, but I can't turn back now. And when everyone was inside Molecule Rock. It's not a matter of finding out the killer, it's a matter of proving to everyone else who it is. I mean, yes, I know it's to find the killer, but I feel like I said, I feel like I know who might have done it, but I don't understand the reasoning. Or I don't understand half of the reasoning. Alright, we're not gonna talk about like, oh, it's getting deeper, we're going darker, it's getting scarier. Ooh.
What?
Alright, let's get this over with. Feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. 2 people got killed at the same time and Nakamura's not here either.
Hey!
Is Nakamura really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No,
Why
not
bother? What?
well now.
Now then, let's begin.
Yahoo!
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't around this whole investigation time, so I don't think he'd be a lot of help. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. He needs the rest anyway. I really wish this didn't happen. I can't say the same for Hyoko, but I'm only saying the same for Hyoko because she's a human being. But I'm so sorry, Ibuki. You were one out of 3 favorite characters in this game, and 2 of them are already gone, and there's only 1 left. I really hope that we don't lose that one too. Hyoko, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. But she was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death. The person who killed him is among us. Oh god, here we go. This again. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. Alright. Open despair has begun. Let's save it. Again, I can't set skills that I don't even get. Here we go.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Oof.
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up! The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Yeah, that was my reaction to Hajime.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
I know we're just starting this, but I would not be surprised if someone tried to pin this on me, since I was the only one that saw the video recording. I was the first one to see the body hanging, and then there was another body showing up right after. I wouldn't be surprised.
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 in the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
Nagito, I don't know if he's being sarcastic or if he's actually getting into this. Either or, it's disturbing.
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko. So I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
Yeah.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the 4 of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's, and not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Out of everyone that was gonna freaking pin it on me, of course it had to be you. Huh?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. The story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, If you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
That's very reasonable, but that's not the case here.
Lie? Why would I lie? Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Seriously, Nagito?
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
I said this earlier, but let's see. It's just as Kazuichi said. Nagito's the kind of guy who will just confuse us and make matters worse. Damn it. I shouldn't have to explain it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now, thanks to him. I already know what it is, because literally he knew that I just saw the video, or the movie, and the murder already had taken place. Movie.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, and the fact that Ibuki hung herself,
that would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility.
Damn, they really are going with this.
Hajime is the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
Got it.
No, that's wrong.
Out of everyone, Nagito knows this.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
You motherfucker.
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time.
He really is messing with me.
Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or
Hang on.
did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one, right?
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Nagito is doing Nagito. Are you surprised?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up. What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know. Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
Well, at least no one can pin it on me now. Thank you, Nagito. You did it the worst way possible, but hey, this is you.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
I don't believe it.
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it! Ibuki committed suicide!
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
No, they weren't.
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
But they weren't even around.
Me too?
I know they weren't around, but they weren't inside or nothing.
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
I understand where you're coming from, but we still have to discuss the whole thing.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
He has nothing to do with this.
Me too!
Hey, why are you talking like, huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you? Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
There's a possibility that it could be someone with an alibi too, dude.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
The killer was inside the music venue. Yuriko obviously thinks so, but no, because he thinks the drumsticks were the reason that the door got locked, but it was the freaking glue. Or is it? Is it even on here? Oh, the glob.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
They used glue.
The lock was
I'm
on
assuming.
the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
I already found it. It was at the beginning.
So they look like they had just rushed over. I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Let's try this again.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside. No, that's wrong.
They used the glue to hold the door together to make us think it was locked.
Wait a second. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside?
It was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
Yep, it was glue.
I see!
That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too.
You're the one that tasted it and put it in your mouth, so you of all people should know.
It had a firm, gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible. I believe it is
didn't eat
Not
it, she
something
spit
one
it out.
typically eats.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, it must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly.
But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know?
That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
Yep.
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
At least you're honest, dude. That's okay.
Apologize to Miss Sonia. And me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
Wait, good callback.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
Ibuki. Midori. Somebody's Ibuki's in chat, hello?
And they also
Are you still
taped her up
alive?
after
I missed
killing
you.
her, right?
You were one of 3 other characters that were my favorite.
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
Earlier?
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Yeah, that was the thing. That was the sheet we found in the storage room of the music venue. Because the piece was torn, and the killer tore down the thing that literally hid Hiyoko's body. So they tore it down, and then we came back, and then her body was revealed. So she was there the whole time. We just didn't see her.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
Yeah, that was the piece Gundam got for us with one of his deities. I forgot what they were called. Divas of Destruction?
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
Figure out what it is. Oh, the word? What is it? Curtain? Or paper? Wallpaper? It had to be wallpaper, right? I couldn't think of any other word for that particular kind of thing that was used. got it.
I got it!
Whew. Maybe literally waterfalls at the end, not gonna lie.
Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room?
Yep, that was the torn
In the
piece.
music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so,
You're right. You overlaid the scrap that was caught on the lighting and tear in the wallpaper. See? It fits perfectly.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hyoko's body disappearing?
Yes.
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that.
Seriously? Now you're doing this?
But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
The scrap of paper stuck to the baton lighting was part of the wallpaper I found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. Alright, let's give this a try. Oh god, we're doing this again. Yeah, Danganronpa! Pro Skater 2. Oh god. Oops, I fell. I thought I hit the jump button, but I didn't. Oh, that's why I'm moving, because I can use the mouse too. I was confused. I was like, I was glitching out a bit there. Okay. It was hidden. Whoa. Hang on. I think my phone was vibrating. Okay, we're good. Oh god. They covered the pillar. Alright, we did it.
It's all coming together.
got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
Let me BRB one more time. I need to go grab her now.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there. However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper, and because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
Killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hiyoko actually killed?
Before Ibuki.
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
Hey! Don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them. I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
To mix up the killing order, right?
I see!
Yep.
The reason the killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then, Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
You mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
Ooh.
I'll let you sob as much as you want me before I change my mind.
Gundam, calm down.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right?
No.
That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Man, he's being annoying again.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
You're one to talk.
Yeah. If this continues, we're just gonna talk in circles. I think it's best that we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. blood on the soles. That's your the sandals, I guess?
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Were there even any footprints at the crime scene?
I found it. It was that.
Maybe her feet were on the floor.
But she was like sitting, so instead there'd be a...
Weak, I say! It doesn't even pierce my heart!
Why does it need to pierce your heart, dude?
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Yes.
I agree with that.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
Which is Hyoko's blood.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
That's right.
Then it's Miyoko's blood.
Hyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood...
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil
Dude,
eye.
seriously? You can't let it go?
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Do you have a rebuttal, dude?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Yeah.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line.
What the fuck? Why would you say that randomly?
But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am,
I mean, you have a
this
rebuttal.
world
He was
might be
mocking
destroyed,
me.
you know.
He was mocking me, but also complimenting me for using that line. That's funny.
You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
I think it might have been... It had to be the smudge, right? Because there was
You're
blood.
saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to
Oh,
Hiyoko?
my bad.
Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no you can't step on blood that was never there. Just about what did you see a nice nightmare?
I saw it. I accidentally...
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Allow me to cut through those words.
There was blood on the floor.
That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Because they used the tape to close the cut.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Kyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now.
Thank you.
Fine then. But regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
As much as I don't want you to, I feel like this is probably going to help us, so fine. Do it.
Again? Didn't something like this happen last time too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Suicide?
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why me?
Nagito? What do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
I mean, I'm pretty sure she didn't. They would have shown signs of her doing it, and even her despair disease would lead up to that. She had the gullible disease, not the I want to kill myself disease.
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered.
She was.
For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible. Then she never would have killed her to begin with.
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
No. That only means whatever she had could happen, not anything.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means...
Yeah.
The killer had to be alive at that time.
Yep.
Then she was alive. When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead.
No.
If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
She hanged herself, remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
Are we really just talking about how it's a possibility that she hanged herself, even though it's very hard to believe that's the case?
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
Huh?
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't think that's the case.
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then, the video Hajime saw was actually right?
What time did Hajime see that video?
It was before the morning announcements, or I don't
I saw it
remember.
at the hospital.
Right
before
before.
Monokuma's morning announcement.
Okay, it was before.
And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then, we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Oh gosh.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
Okay.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then...
That one.
No, that's wrong!
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi.
It's only that one because she woke up in my room on top of me again.
In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
You two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Mikan, context, please.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
Not the one you're thinking.
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
At this point, I don't even think it was an accident. Not if it happened twice.
Too much info.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
Yeah.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
Huh?
Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much.
Do you really?
That's how I feel.
Sure.
I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
The killer had a different reason? If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Inside the trap set by one of us? If so, then what kind of trap is it? Is that it? Okay, that's the first half. Whew, we're still in this.
Hiya!
Bon ami, mouse balls sure look tasty today. Don't categorize me as someone who lives off of mouse balls. And here's some chance time. Bon ami, excuse me. Appeal time starts now. Appeal time? Your kind-headed big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck. Show those jerks who treat you like the red-headed stepchild who's boss. That's 99% your fault. While you are whining, your time's already run out, so please make your appeal simple. About 100,000 words or so. That's too long. It'll be super boring too. Come on, if you appeal is successful, there might be a merchandise opportunities heading your way. Then, Amusami, magical girl Usami. I'm an itty-bitty girl who likes sweet milk. Jeez, and I thought certain robot little sisters were supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment!
Who are you talking to? I have no clue. Oh, we're back. Okay.
I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No! This definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
The reason the killer did an imitation murder is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence? Does something like that even exist?
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Can you do that in the other room, please?
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
Please. Oh, did he really?
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating.
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right? But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying Hyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
Huh? Hyoko's murder wasn't planned? Then that means...
I understand the imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
So, you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
We already know why she went to the music venue. It's because she went to go fix her kimono because she didn't have a mirror in the hotel room. So that means she only got killed because she conveniently went over there. Maybe she saw what was happening and she ended up getting killed. Why Hyoko went to the music venue? If that's the key to all this. Snack of I feel like it might be the key.
Why did Hyoko?
Yeah, we're talking about Hyoko. It has to be the key.
There's no way we'd know that.
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer. No, maybe she went of her own free will.
Yep.
I agree with that.
It's just as Sonia said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Hyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hyoko got abducted.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono.
Yeah.
They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that...
I won't move!
What the? Seriously? What now?
Are you saying my gut was wrong? This will be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
No! That's not the issue.
That has nothing... You shining has nothing to do with the case.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
Sonia, it has to be Sonia's account, right? Yeah, because she told us that why she went over there.
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room. Forcibly abducted her! The girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
But Hiyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
Oh, 2 advances?
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hiyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer.
No, she didn't.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Hang on.
The reason Hiyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
I'll be right back, guys. Hold on.